All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all the praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rachak Madash. I want to give double honors to my apostles at Great Millstone and taught me this truth, and a sincere Shalom to the elect out there teaching His truth in all honesty and sincerity in these last days. Okay, and this is a lesson about understanding the times, and we have no continuing city. Here we have no continuing city, okay? And I'm gonna try and put things into perspective, okay? Because you have a lot of these Israelites that are focusing on worldly gains, okay? They're trying to build all these schools. They're trying to purchase land, and all this nonsense, man. Okay. But our mindset should be to edify the elect and get up out of here, man. Okay? And one of the things that we at Great Millstone like to push out there is that we're occupied in prophecies, okay? And if you're occupied in prophecies, then like the scriptures say, you're measuring the time diligently in itself. Okay? These other camps and these Christians, they don't understand the times that we're living in. They can't even get the MOTB right. How could you see what's going on in the world of technology, and particularly financial technologies, and not see that the MOTB is right around the corner, man? Okay, so if you're occupied in prophecies, okay, then you're going to be understanding the time that we're in. All right, now I'm not telling brothers or the sisters that are watching, you know, if a situation comes up where you can better your life situation or your financial situation, okay, or even just to learn a trade or something. You know, I'm not saying to not to take advantage of that situation, or, you know, have a little side hustle if it doesn't interfere with the truth. Okay? I'm not telling brothers not to do that, or sisters not to do that, okay? But your focus right now should primarily be on this ministry, okay? And growing in the spirit and in the faith. Okay? Putting things into perspective and understanding that we have but a short time. All right. Then I'm going to start off with 1 Corinthians 7:29. But this I say, brethren, the time is short. It remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none. Okay. So that means don't focus on building a family or an enterprise, man, or put things into perspective. Okay, that's really what we need to do, is just put things in perspective. All that other stuff is just some extra stuff on the plate, man. Okay, and we're gonna get a few scriptures on not just understanding the times, but the friendship with the world, man. You don't want to have too much friendship with the world in these last days. And this is verse 30. And they that weep as though they wept not, and they that rejoice as though they rejoice not, and they that buy as though they possess not, and they that use this world as not abusing it. Right. The scriptures talk about gather yourselves treasures in heaven, where moth and rust doth not corrupt. Okay, I believe that's in Matthew. All right. For that, where your treasure is, there is where your heart will be. Okay, there is where your heart will be. So all these worldly possessions, you know, that's just really just lust of the world, man. You know, it's best to live a minimalist lifestyle. Okay, now that's not to say that you can't have a couple nice things here and there, but you got to put it in perspective. Because the more that you have, the more that you're going to have to give up. Okay? And they that use this world as not abusing it, right? So taking advantage of certain situations that may arise, certain opportunities, right? You know, you may have a skill or a gift that you didn't even know about, man, or that you may have that you may be able to advance and, you know, make a better situation for yourself or your family. Okay, maybe a better living situation for a short time here. But again, you gotta balance. You gotta weigh it in the balance. Okay, for the fashion of this world passeth away, and it's all going away, man. We're living in a time where a fucking trend comes. I mean, just look at the tech sector. You know, the here in Babylon, everybody was pushed to get into technology and that. So there's a shortage of plumbers and maintenance men and electricians. You know, real work, right? That you labor with your hands with. Okay, real manly work, man. Okay, and everybody was pushed towards being software designers and getting into technology and all this shit. And now they're just being replaced with AI. Okay? But I would have you without carefulness that he is unmarried, careth for the things that belong to the Lord, how he may please the Lord. But he that is married careth for the things that are of the world, how he may please his wife. And that's a tough balance for some brothers, man, putting things into perspective. And you know, because really Satan works a lot of times through these women, man, to take your energy, to take your focus, all right, to create obstacles and problems, to stress your ass the fuck out. They're supposed to be women are supposed to really be a comfort, man, and a helpmate, but they're pretty much anything but in this society, man. Okay? And a lot of times you gotta conceal certain things from them, man. Okay? And even that is a mental gymnastics. Okay? So, yeah, let's get that in Hebrews. This is Hebrews 13 and 14. For here have we no continuing city, but we seek one to come. Okay? And that's the mindset that we need to be in, man. We're not trying to build enterprises here. We're not trying to go to a university or put our kids through fucking college. You got Israelites that are thinking about putting their kids through college, man. And they ain't even nowhere near fucking college age. Alright? Where is your mindset at, man? Okay, and that's the gist of this lesson. Understanding that this place is about to be destroyed, man, and understanding the times, okay, and what our focus should be. This is Colossians 3 and 2. Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth. Like don't be no fucking career oriented, man. There ain't nothing wrong with upgrading. Okay, there's nothing wrong with upgrading, man. Okay? But our affection and our focus should be on advancing ourselves spiritually. Okay? Not in a physical sense, not in a sense of wealth. Okay? If you have a certain skill, or you know, you may know how to play the financial markets. Okay, take advantage of that if you know what you're doing. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that, man. Okay, there's nothing wrong with it. That's just using wisdom. And the scriptures say that money is a defense. Okay, it is a defense. But you always need to think, I may have to give this up. Okay? And you will have to give it up when that MOTB gets pushed out there and mandated and implemented in society. Okay? So that's one of the tricks of this devil. It says, in Psalm 10, this wasn't part of the lesson, but let's get right to the point. This is Psalm 10 and 8. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages, in the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor, and a majority of the people are poor in this society, especially you Israelites. Okay, because that's really what his target is, to keep you Jake's poor, so that you keep going to him. Right? It's a method of control. He got rid of the fathers out of the household and replaced them with a benefit card. Okay? He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net. By what? By getting people hooked on this society, on these material goods, on, having a better financial status than the person next to you. Okay? That's what he's done, and he's done a good job of it, man. Especially with you Jakes out there. Money is everything to y'all. But day by day, this money is losing value. Okay? He's pushed out there that money is your god, pretty much. Especially in these, especially with this, with the fucking music now, man. It's disgusting, and it's stupid, man. Stop listening to that fucking garbage music, man. That shit just makes you dumb and brainwashes you. Okay? Listen to some real shit, man. Because all this shit now is just designed with a purpose, man. Alright? It's designed with a purpose. There's no good vibration coming from it, man. There's no good vibration coming with it. Okay? Now let's get this. It's got to be in 3. I know it's in James. Hold on a second. I don't know why it doesn't save my searches. Right, I was just there. Duh, I just skipped over it. I'm sitting here telling brothers to put things in focus. I need to put my eyes in focus. Okay. But really, man, when you have a lot of riches and you're not focused, you get filled with pride, man. Because Esau like to put these titles on people. And them titles can make you feel proud, man. Acting like you're somebody. But really, a lot of these people in the world that are making it, so-called making it, they don't have a spiritual bone in their body. This is James 4:4. Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world, okay, is enmity with the Most High, which means that what? It's against the Most High, which means it makes the Most High your enemy, in a sense. Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of the Most High. Okay, and that goes for these people too, man. You know, stop. You know, we're in the time when we need to have a really cold spirit towards those who don't get this truth, man. Okay, now we already have that spirit towards these Edomites, but it needs to start extending to these other nations, and primarily the 2/3, man. Okay, there's too much of this loving the 2/3 spirit going on in Israel, man. All right, those that are unjust, let it be unjust still. Okay, sitting there focusing all, you know, you got Israeli camps that focus a lot of their energy on the 2/3, man. Putting all them energy and finances towards helping out the 2/3, and they're not taking heed. Okay, yeah, if you have the opportunity, put the coals on their head, man. But you got a lot of these Israelite camps. They're more concerned with trying to save and help the 2/3 than they are building up the elect. Okay, that's not understanding the times that we're in. All right, that's not understanding the times that we're in. Oh wait, there's actually another scripture in this chapter. So James 4:13, go to now, ye that say today or tomorrow we will go into such a city and continue there a year and buy and sell and get gain. And that's the mindset of a lot of IUIC, man. This is IUIC in a nutshell, right here. Okay, we've got a lot of Christians that have this mindset right now. A lot of Christians that have this mindset. All right, with the trying to make America this amazing financial powerhouse again, so they could get opportunities to make more money. Okay, well, first off, the Lord hates America. Okay, whereas ye know not what shall be on the morrow, for what is your life? It is even a vapor that appeareth for a little time and then vanisheth away. For that ye ought to say, if the Lord will, we shall live and do this or that. But now ye rejoice in your boastings. All such rejoicing is evil. Okay? So, really, whenever we make plans in our future, right, we're supposed to be sufficient unto the day thereof, right? And if we do have some kind of vision or whatever, it should be based upon the Lord's will, man. We really should say, if it be the Lord's will, you know, this time next year I'll be in a different apartment or whatever. Okay? Because it really is the Lord's will. You know, the Lord could keep your ass a broke ass. He could throw you a blessing. All right? And these people of the world, they act like all these blessings come financially. No, man, the real blessings come from spiritual growth. Okay? That's where the real blessings come from spiritual growth, man. But that's something that these Christians, they don't understand. Okay? They don't understand that the love of the world, man. You know, we're not supposed to love the world. The scriptures say in 1 John 2:15, love not the world, not things in the world. Because this place really, man, this place is on its way out. It's about to be destroyed, man. Everything is about to be consumed. Peter 3:10, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Okay? So all this stuff is going to be consumed. So why are you trying to establish things and establish works and a foundation for an enterprise or whatever in this fucking society, man? Because it's all going to be melted with fervent heat. Right? Do you want the kingdom or not? Do you want the kingdom or not? Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High? And a lot of people, primarily these Christians, I say people, but really, we got to keep it coming at these Christians, okay? Because they're getting a little too proud with this Mr. Kirk thing going on. Alright? They're getting a little too proud here. See, they're not looking for and hasting unto the coming of the Most High, man. They're not hastening the day. A lot of Israelite groups aren't hastening the day. Alright? Wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. Alright, wherein dwelleth righteousness. That's what we're looking for. Okay, if you ain't looking for that, then you ain't no man of the Lord. Alright? Then you ain't no man, or I should say woman of the Lord. It really comes down to how bad do you want the kingdom, man? How much value do you put in this nonsense? This nonsensical society with this nonsensical fucking crap that they got here, man. This is all crap. I just posted in camp group chat about how RFK Jr. was saying that teenage boys have 50% less testosterone. And he was standing next to Trump when he said it. This devil is coming out here and they're telling you to your face, okay, what's going on. Wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for such things, be diligent that ye may be found of him in peace, without spot and blameless. And what is true peace? True peace is the kingdom, man. Being kingdom minded. That's where true peace is being kingdom minded. Okay? Well, with that, I hope y'all were edified and informed. Till next time, shalom.